So 3 words to describe this weekend: thrilling, earthy, friendship. So we've just sung Mass for the Pilgrims in the Cathedral of Santiago, and the music we've been singing is from the Codex Calixtinus, which is a 12th century manuscript of music written for a service in the very cathedral. So it's quite a special thing that we've just done. But if what I've just said gives you a feeling of sort of old, antique, not at all. It was an earthy and thrilling experience. You may have heard of the famous Botafumeiro, which is the massive thurible in Santiago Cathedral. It was swinging, must be 50 meters to 50 meters, and then we got up with the incense still whirling around and sang Resonet, which is the theme tune really of the community choir, and it's been the first piece that we learnt of the Codex Calixtinus, and it's also the name of Resonet, the group that has taught us how to sing this music so well.
It was a real privilege to be in this amazing old cathedral. The cathedral was absolutely full of people from all over the world, people from here, from Santiago, but also from all sorts of other countries. And it was being part of something much bigger that was really exciting. And it was all unfolding around us. We weren't quite sure what was going to happen or when we were going to be singing or where we ought to be, but it was kind of going with the moment and responding to that, and being a part of something really significant. It was a very moving experience, and there was real theatre. You know, 1 minute we were singing and the next minute there was incense flowing, and so it was quite a multi-sensory experience. I think the reason we were here was because of this relationship that we've developed with these amazing musicians here. So being accompanied by Fernando, who is a professional early musician, was the most amazing thing. Us as a community choir from Brighton, that was really great.
Yeah.
And it was that relationship with him and his group Resonet, which I guess opened the doors for us to be invited here in the first place.
Singing in the cathedral was really quite magical. I've sung in many cathedrals, but going to the heart of where music from that we've been singing for the past 2 years was made for, and where the Codex Calixtinus is kept, was really special. And the incense and the hundreds of priests that they had and all the pilgrims gathered around, it was a really beautiful and memorable service.
I mean, for me, there's a lot I do in this choir that I know I'll probably never get a chance to do again. So we've just sung Dido and Aeneas. I'll never sing Dido and Aeneas. You probably will, but I won't. And then to come here and sing in a cathedral with the choir, and the way they teach you is totally different, and it's just wonderful. Mercedes particularly is a very physical teacher. Everything's very active. And you learn to sing a lot better than you do. Well, for me, I mean, I've been in choirs for years now, and I know that in the last 2 years working with Mercedes and Fernando's, I learned so much more about singing than I've ever learned in the 8-10 years before then.
The way they sing as well, and the way they get the choir to sing is just so much more raw and powerful emotionally, because it's all very connected. It's all just out there. It's such a big, full sound.
I think one of the other things for me about being in the choir and being able to sing here is the chance to sing with Kat, who is my daughter. And she's a much, much better singer than me and sings in a lot of choirs that I'm not able to sing in because I'm not good enough. And one of the joys of the community choir has been the way it's worked within the bigger, wider BREMF community. And this is one of a number of projects where we've been able to have some of the BREMF consort singers who are really good joining with the community choir who are less able, and that gives us the opportunity as mother and daughter.
Exactly. It's also wonderful because we do the projects with the small children as well, and that's a really nice sort of cross-generational thing, because the community choir does a lot of work with local schools and kids of anywhere from about 6 to sort of 13, and that's a really nice thing to have, is a choir that can have all these different age groups singing together and coming together in that musical way.
To sum this experience up in 3 words, I would say joyous, exciting, lucky.
Unimaginable, epic, magical, actually. Oh, that's 2 words.
You won't be using that clip then.
So Mercedes' 3 words to describe the BREMF Community Choir are enthusiastic, strong, and with the right energy to go forward. I think that's brilliant. Thank you, Mercedes.
Thank you.